So, pretty much to finish what I was talking about on my part two of the mushrooms. Hey guys, might as well introduce myself. But like when I said it like 5 times on the shrooms. I was like, somebody was in this room right now, sitting in this chair right there, and wouldn't know what's going on. And I kept saying that because like it's crazy how I could be in a whole nother mind state, a whole nother world, and you could be there not even like seeing anything I'm seeing, and it's still there in front of you. Like there's literally a spiritual world, and there's this matrix. Like I don't get, like I keep saying I don't get, but I guess people on shrooms and on all these different drugs, like they're not as spiritual, so they ain't these taking these drugs, not knowing what's going on. So like what I'm trying to say is I've been studying the spiritual world. I've been learning how to try to control my dreams. So my dreams have been hella lucid. So when I do take these shrooms, it feels just like the lucid dream. So that's how I start connecting everything. Plus, I've had heard knowledge and seen things and read things of that being possibly true. So when it happened to me and when I felt it, I'm like, bro, this is the exact same. Like, it just goes to show how much knowledge we have on these drugs we're taking. Like, we don't really be knowing that these are spiritual keys. Like, that's why people are so scared to take them. Like, or some people are scared to take them because they're scared of the spiritual world and they don't really understand what the spiritual world is. And I know I used to be kind of scared of it, even though I wanted to be in it. Like when I was trying to first astral project, the reason I was not being able to astral project because I was kind of nervous about seeing what was out there, and it was a legit like feeling because I mean at the end of the day I never had done it before, so I understand people not really wanting to jump on board in the beginning, but mushrooms is not astral projecting because it takes time to get there. You just won't leave your body until you're ready to. Like that's all. Like you won't even be able to find mushrooms until you're ready to take them hoes. So I mean that's why I be telling people like when you want to take shrooms, you just need to get your mindset ready for that hoe. Like start researching it for yourself and seeing what's going on. Cause it took me I would never take shrooms before. Like it took me damn near a whole year to even want to take them. Then in like 6 months to even find them hoes. Like it all come with time. Like it ain't even it come with time if you think of it like time. It came when I was ready, so it wasn't even like it whatever. You know what I'm trying to say? Like pretty much like with shrooms, you enter in the dream world, and you in that hole, and you can remember dreams. You can when you daydream in them while you taking shrooms. You see them hoes. You can remember. You can remember any dream you had. You can remember shit that you don't even think you remember. And this shit, like you will see shit that's your past life that you seeing. Like those are like everything you seeing is something that's a part of you. Either it's your environment, your life, or whatever. Like, but it's real. Like nothing about shrooms that it shows you is fake. Like we be thinking we hallucinating and shit. It's not hallucinating. It's showing you shit. And I guess it's like the language that these scientists and these doctors put on these words, and it makes us think that we're doing certain things. Like I don't want to hallucinate. We're not hallucinating. You're dreaming. If I told you if you take mushrooms, you get to see your dreams and control them hoes like a book, it'd be like, damn, that's limitless or some shit. Like you look at it different. Like it's just they're evil scientists, bro, and they know how to make you not want to take shit off just the mental. Like even though it's against the law, like at the end of the day there's no one seeing you buy them hoes unless you get pulled up. Like you're like it's not like, oh, it's a camera watching me at all times, you know. So I mean at the end of the day it's mental. Like they like you really wanted to take them hoes, you'd take them even if it was illegal or not. Like you do illegal shit all the time, but like the fact that it's like a hallucinant and it's a drug, it's like it's not the same. You don't look at it that way, but like think of it like if that hoe was talked about in more movies. Like they always talk about that pill. That's funny, bro. That's funny. Yeah, I'm about to hit this note. But they always talk about that limitless pill. Like, it always got to come from like some pharmaceutical like aspect. Like, it got to be some crazy discovery for us to ever blow our mind. Not something that's already here and natural. Like, see, like, it's the propaganda they be fucking with us with, bro. And you don't notice that shit because you just don't notice. You don't know. Like, they're good with it, bro. Like, it took me a while to even think about that shit. Like, that just popped up in my head. Like, every time, even with Lucy, like, it was a drug that was chemically made that a whole load of them hoes bust up in her body, and like a man changed this, like, technically, like, that's the deepest level of that idea. Like, a man came up with something that could pretty much expand their mind. But with Lucy, like, it was an accident. But of course somebody was gonna figure out, if they seen that she could do it and it happened from that they was gonna figure out how to do it and make it a easy way to do it. Like, what's the right solution for it? What's the right amount of milligrams that she need in her blood? Or can we do it over time and dose her over time and we have longer effects? Because she couldn't really control it all the way. So, like, they'll just probably figured out how to control it. Like, but that wasn't in the credits. I'm just saying, but it's real though when you think about it, bro. Like, if you don't see that, you lost. That's all I can tell you. Like, it's never when somebody taking, like, even with Limitless, he had clear pills that somebody made. Like, you never see, even with the Matrix, they had a pill. Like, you never see them give them something from Earth. Like, here, take this natural thing. Smoke this weed. Smoke this that's from Earth. And then you will see what's real. What is, and then they don't do that because that would, like, it'll show too much of our lives. Like, oh damn, that's the shit that they're taking, so I can take it and be him. They don't want that. But yeah, I'm kicking the Matrix ass right now with this video because I ain't like that one. But yeah, man, watch out for that. I bet every, like, awakening I can use my whole brain video from now on, like, that you gonna see is gonna be some pharmaceutical man-made drug. It's not gonna be from Earth. And if you do know a fucking movie out there or anything, leave that shit. I'm sure it's a lot of occult videos though. Or movies out there, but I'm talking about the mainstream movies. But because I mean, Pineapple Express technically now, bullshit. That hoe is not awakening. You do not use your whole brain. But now I mean, there's videos out there that use drugs and mushrooms, but they don't use it to, like, oh, limitless. Which those drugs are. Like ayahuasca, that's what they are. Like, when you take ayahuasca, you have to detox your whole body before you even take it. Like, nigga, that's changing. I don't care what nobody say. Like, you gotta get rid of everything in your body to even have those visions. Like, it's not a hallucinant. Like, you can't see certain shit because of the shit that's in our body. Like, it's point blank period. A lot of the shit, the food you eat, keep you heavy. We supposed to be light. We supposed to be light beings, light souls. Like, that shit keep you heavy and keep you not being able to see shit. Like, when you want to take ayahuasca, you gotta detox. Then you have visions, real visions, crazy ones. Like, for a while too. Like, well, I'm gonna get there one day. But right now I'm on shrooms, and yeah. I mean, it's a lot of birds out. I don't know, it get weird. Not weird. I like it when I come out here just because, like, it's just this one panel view, I guess, because it's my balcony's, like, so, like, low, I guess. And, like, every once in a while you just get a bunch of birds that just fly through it and it'll be empty for a while. But, and my chair's so low so I only can see, like, a certain part of the sky, but whatever. Man, shrooms are great. Shrooms make you see different. Shrooms make you live different. Make you feel different. Like, it's hard to knock me off right now because, I mean, even before that I was already getting there. Like, I was already good, but I knew I needed shrooms just to get through this next phase of life that I need to get through. And I might need some in a couple more weeks, but honestly, like, where I'm at with it, like, I'm like, people talk about time. Oh, I can talk about that real quick with shrooms too. time is totally distorted. Like, you don't have no sense of time when you're on shrooms. Just like when you smoke weed, you kind of be like, what the fuck, damn, it's that time. Like, my friend asked me what's the, do I believe time is real, I guess. I'm like, no, time is an illusion. Time has been changed. Like, we go on a 24-hour clock, which I forgot who made the clock. But even with calendars, certain people have certain calendars. Like, we're on a Gregorian calendar, I believe. And like, I see, what do you call it? A face in the clouds. But, and then like in Ethiopia, they have 13 months. Like, we all have different time around the world. Like, time is a agreed upon standard that everybody goes off on to do business, which keep you in a beta mind state. And that's what I said in the group message. But back to the mushrooms and how with time, like, time don't exist while you're on shrooms. Time don't exist while you're on a lot of drugs. Time don't exist while you're on alcohol at all. Like, you don't know what time it is. You don't. If time was real, and when you was in jail, you would know what time it was. Like, well, because there's no clocks and shit. Like, you wouldn't need clocks if time was real. It'd be in us. Like, it'd be in our soul. Like, we wouldn't need a physical thing to show us what time it was. That's how you know time is not real. Like, it's something that's programmed. That's pretty simple though. But back to back. I don't know what I'm about to say after that, but yeah, I mean, this is part 2 of the shrooms. Oh yeah, pretty much where I'm at, man. I'm trying to go to fucking what's that? That's not Field in the Future. That's our Disney Channel or some shit. But Back to the Future. Like, I'm trying to do that with my mind on shrooms. Like, how he was crazy about just trying to expand his mind. Like, that's what I'm trying to do. And another crazy little analogy I felt when I was on shrooms, I watched the show Gravity Falls, and how it goes if you haven't seen it. Like, that places have a lot of paranormal activity, and like, they write down a lot of things in a book. And what they're not even writing down, it's a lot of pictures and stuff like that. And while I was on shrooms, I felt like I was in that like world, kind of like, not Gravity Falls, but like in that world where I was in a different world, and I was just had to write things down and bring it back to like, oh shit. And I was like, damn, that's how they do it. And then like, I couldn't write shit down because it was like everything in my head was like so, you know, mind blowing, where you can't have words with the things that you've seen and experienced a lot of times. You just gotta feel it. So like, you can draw what you see and things like that. And that's how it would happen. If you seen something crazy, you wouldn't be knowing what to write. You'd just be trying to draw what the fuck you seen. Like, that'd be the more logical thing. But yeah, so I think that's what shrooms are. It's another world we need to gather information from and bring back to this world to figure out how to get to that world permanently. Because that's really where Gravity Falls was heading, if you think about it. Like, but they only had season 2, so. But I'm out. That's my show. Mega season 3. I'm just talking. More videos to come soon. Mushroom Trip, I'm out.